money is changing. The world is changing. This technology is going to change almost every industry in the world. And you're either going to get left behind or you're going to ride the wave. And that's exactly what we're here to do. Welcome back, everybody, to an Alpha Origins update video. JC, what is going on, man? Thanks for joining us today.
You know it, brother. Living the dream. Hey, Alpha Origins.
Loving it. Hey, I woke up this morning and the dream is living. Let's go, guys. We are back. Markets are looking great.
That's a cat. Reptar, I guess the spot we need to start for our new people and people who don't know us is who is Alpha Origins and why should I care?
A great question. Why should you care, guys? We like to educate our community about the reality of things like cryptocurrencies, AI, metaverse, all these new technologies that are quite literally changing the world.
And the great thing about the Alpha Origins community is that it's a fully involved community. Everyone brings their particular passions and their knowledge base. And obviously, one person can't know everything about Web3 gaming or blockchain technology or the 4 billion different cryptos that are out there. But as a community, we can each bring the stuff that we like or that we don't like, and we can bounce ideas off of each other and not have to have one person learning everything.
It's really overwhelming and confusing for a new person coming in. And that's the thing, guys. We do the hard work as a community. We do the research. We get into these projects firsthand. And trust me, guys, there is a lot of garbage out there. There's a lot of scams, and that's kind of what's given this industry a really bad name. So our goal as a community is to really get deeply involved in what we consider the best of the best.
And if you're looking for people that you're just now starting and I don't even know where to start, this is all new to me, but I can see that this is going to be important moving forward. But where do I start? Well, we've been Alpha Origins as an entity for 3 years, and we as individuals have been in the crypto and Web3 space longer. So we're happy to just share our knowledge with anybody that wants it, and we're happy to accept other people's knowledge as they have earned it and learned it so that we can save you 3 years of struggling because we already did our 3 years of struggling.
Those 3 years of struggling was no joke.
Yeah, there's a reason we call it trauma bonding.
So guys, why are we having an Alpha Origins update today? The biggest thing is we have just reached over $200,000 in community donations and giveaways for the project. And the best part is, guys, it's free to join. So what are you doing? Get in the Discord, get in the video, and we're going to go over some updates. The reality of the situation is money is changing. The world is changing. This technology is going to change almost every industry in the world. And you're either going to get left behind or you're going to ride the wave. And that's exactly what we're here to do.
So, Reptar, you're totally right. Money is taking a drastic leap forward from where it's been for the last few hundred years. Let's take a look at something real quick. You see right here, this is a Reuters news article. U.S. Senate passes stablecoin bill in the milestone for crypto industry. The U.S. government is passing laws to help the United States government change over to this whole new digital money system. Blockchain is going to change everything. And now we're getting laws in place. So, Reptar, if you want to take a second and talk about some of the projects that we think are going to be leaders in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space.
Absolutely, man. And like JC just said, this regulation is very important because it gives clarity. It lets investors know what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. And at the end of the day, this is coming. So it's important to be prepared because this is one of the biggest revolutions of money. So one project that we've really been focused on for the past few years that I want to talk about is called Hedera Hashgraph. So keep in mind, guys, all of these projects that we're talking about, they're all utilizing the same technology, which is Web3 blockchain. We'll get into that in another video, but essentially all it is it's the new form of the internet. It's a new form of encryption that is decentralized, meaning that not one entity has control of it. So with that brief kind of summary, Hedera is an interesting project to us because some of the biggest tech companies in the world are not only investing in this, but building together and part of the governing council for Hedera. Hedera is focusing on tokenizing real world assets. Now, what that all that means is bringing physical things into the digital world to verify ownership. I'm talking about car deeds. I'm talking about the deeds to your house. All these different things that you own that are on pieces of paper eventually will be digitized, and Hedera is allowing that to be possible. As you guys can see, we got Google, LG, Boeing. You know, they make stuff for the
Dell,
military, guys.
IBM,
I mean,
Hitachi, Ubisoft.
these are huge companies, guys. When I see these kind of companies in this kind of industry looking into a new project and a new technology, we pay attention. Hedera is one that we're really deeply involved with. We really do think it's going to have a huge impact on, again, any real world asset that is going to be digitized in the future or just put on the blockchain. Everything in your life has been digitized at one point. Everything is going digital and computerized. This is just the next step in that process. And this is one of the coins that the government has given the golden seal of approval for. So, you know, Hedera's been one that we help participate in running the network. We run nodes. We, you know, do decentralized staking and other things to help contribute to the network.
Yep, definitely bullish on Hedera. What about, let's pull up another image here. This is a great image. This is the Render Network ecosystem. What is Render?
This one's one of my favorites, guys. So, as you know, I worked in the game industry for a long time. And you know, I've built many computers, and you know, processing power is more important than people think it is, especially now that we're moving towards AI. So, if you don't know, AI requires so much processing power, and NVIDIA is one of the biggest providers of processing power.
They
And
might make a graphics card or two.
yeah, it's processing power is incredibly expensive today, and the demand for it is just increasing with things like AI. So what Render does, and obviously you guys can see some pretty big names here in the Render ecosystem: Google, Apple, Netflix, Disney, Nvidia, who we were just talking about. There's IBM again, Paramount, World Economic Forum for all you conspiracy theorists out there. Love a good conspiracy. But the reality is, guys, that processing power is getting very expensive, and people can't keep up with the demand. So what Render allows them to do is rent out processing power on the blockchain. So obviously, this is a huge project that a lot of people are involved with and taking seriously. And with AI, we are very knowledgeable of how important processing power is moving forward as these new industries evolve. So Render is huge win.
Let's cover one more that's my favorite, just really briefly, and that's XRP.
Why are you so bullish on XRP? I hear you're buying a private island very shortly.
Yeah. Fortunately, if you guys who have been in the space remember when people were talking about Shiba Inu token going to $1, that's the people that say XRP is going to $10,000. It's not going to happen. But if it did, yeah, I would have a private island. But let's talk about XRP for just a second. It's the easiest way I can explain it is, do you know how you send email? Do you know the internet protocols behind it? Not me neither. I just type my email and hit send. That's what XRP I think is looking to do. They're looking to be that underlying protocol where the biggest banks in the world and the biggest governments in the world send money around the world. Because right now they're using the SWIFT system, which is secure, but it takes days or weeks and it costs hundreds or thousands of dollars to send money, whereas XRP takes 3 to 5 seconds and costs half a penny to send money. So then you can dive deep into fractional reserves and reserve currencies and who has to have what in their banks. But
And why the banking industry is an absolute scam. We're going to have to do a video about that
oh
very
gosh,
shortly.
yeah, we don't have time in this video for that. But yeah, so that XRP is one that I like in addition to HBAR and Render. We try and keep our fingers on the pulses of the Web3 and the blockchain ecosystems. Obviously, we don't know everything. That's why we have a community. Each person in our community has projects they're passionate about, and they become the expert on it and share it with the rest of the community. But yeah, guys, money is changing, money is speeding up, money is growing, and we'd like to, make some money too. So that's really
There
the
you go.
point for us.
Couldn't have said it better myself, man. And guys, whether you understand what crypto is, whether you care about what crypto is, it really doesn't matter. This technology is coming, and you can either be prepared for it, or you can be left behind
You
and be that,
you can
be your
see
grandpa trying to learn how his new cell phone works.
you're going to use your cell phone whether you know all the ins and outs of how it's made or not. So I think that's where we're going with cryptocurrency, with blockchain technology is really the underpinning thing there.
So, we've talked a lot about, different crypto projects and how they're kind of changing the world. Another industry that is being absolutely revolutionized by this technology is one that's pretty, dear to my heart and a lot of our community members, but the gaming industry. If you guys don't know, gaming isn't taken seriously a lot of the time, but it is the single most profitable entertainment industry in the world. The gaming industry is worth more than sports, Hollywood, and the music industry combined.
Project a number here. Last year, the gaming industry generated $300 billion of profit.
$300 billion. So one thing that we're really involved with here as well, besides all the different technologies, is what's called GameFi. And essentially all that it is it is the next evolution. It's a new economic model for gaming. Nowadays, when you play your Fortnites or your Call of Duty, Zombies, whatever you play, and you buy an in-game item, you cannot sell that item. You don't even technically own it. You
Nope.
just get to use it
All
in
you
the
do is
game. You paid
spend
real
money.
Yep, you paid real money for it, but it's not technically yours and you can't sell it to another player. GameFi kind of flips that on its head. So the gamers and the people that are participating in these ecosystems, they are not only able to play these games, obviously, but the items that they earn in them, they're able to sell for real world money. And that's where this big shift happens, where people aren't just playing games anymore. They're earning hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars participating in these gaming ecosystems.
The great thing about blockchain and Web3 moving to gaming is that we're taking real world economic activity and putting it in your digital gaming activities. So you create or you find a random valuable in-game item, you can sell it for real world money. You own a piece of you own your house, you can rent your house out to someone. But guess what? If you own a piece of digital property in a game, you can rent that out to people. You can make real world money, and that's the evolution of gaming moving forward. I'm sure some of you watching this, maybe not Reptar, are old enough to have played World of Warcraft when you looted that amazing weapon that you can't use because that's not your style of gameplay. But if you want to get any value for it, you actually have to illegally sell your account to someone. And if they catch you, they'll ban you. But hey, we're gamers. We want to make some money playing games. So thankfully, blockchain is evolving gaming to not just paying the companies to access the game, but actually owning the items in the game personally and being able to buy, sell, trade as you want to.
And guys, our community members, ourselves included, we have made thousands of dollars playing these games. I mean, this isn't just grinding for pennies at, these games. We're going to talk about a few of them here in a second, but these are some serious AAA games that are seeing major releases coming soon on Epic Games, PlayStation, Xbox. And again, they're using this new technology that's going to really change how gaming moves forward.
Yeah, and they've been building. We've been Alpha Origins has been a group for 3 years. These games have been building for 2 to 3 years. Thankfully, we as the community at Alpha Origins have been able to build relationships with these developers. And through those, they've given us early access to their projects and let us help test. And because we've helped test, we've gotten to shape how the games are being developed. We've also gotten access to basically prizes or in game items that we own. I helped beta test a game, and so I earned a random loot reward in that game, and I get to keep it forever, or I can sell it. That's the beauty of our community having these relationships.
Absolutely, man. That is a huge part of this is, We do different live events where these founders come and speak with us in our communities, and we've just built so many incredible relationships over the past few years. JC, if you want, we can go ahead and pull up one of the games that we first got involved
Yeah,
with. If you want to go
let's give
ahead.
them a quick rundown of just a few of the games that we're involved with, and we've actually made some decent profits on. And don't get me wrong, we've lost some. We've gotten in some games that didn't make it, or just lagging behind, and that's okay too. But let's talk about some of these games. Let's what have I got here? I've got Alluvium.
This is an oldie but a goodie, guys. If you guys have been in the industry for a long time, Alluvium's been building for quite a few years. We actively still work with them. We give away prizes all the time at our events for the game. Think about it like Pokemon in space. JC, if you could pull up the trailer real quick, just to kind of give these guys an idea of what the graphics are looking like.
Here's the overworld, which is where you run around and capture some of these Pokemon type critters.
And guys, this is such a polished game, and the team behind it is incredibly decorated. There is just I could go on forever and talk about Illuvium. We have a lot to talk about, so we won't get too deep into it. But this is a game that's been in development for many years. It has an incredible economy, many, many layers to it, and it has been around for more than just one cycle. So they're here to stay. They're one of the biggest AAA games in the industry, and they are on Epic Games. Still in beta, still not fully finished, but just incredible to look at and really fun to play. They have a
Yep.
lot of updates coming.
Different play styles, exploration, more of like an auto battler, a land play that generates resources. They've got multiple games across this ecosystem. But let's move on to what do you want to talk about next?
So, one that we still are actively playing, Alluvium, we've kind of, put on the back burner a little bit, to be honest, because they're deep in development and they have a lot coming. But one that I'm really excited that we've been playing a lot is Big Time. This is one of those projects we as a community have made thousands and thousands of dollars playing.
Yep.
I remember in the early days of this, we had some people who were making tens of thousands of dollars a month playing this game. Not a lie. It is not an exaggeration.
No, it's
It was disgusting.
yep.
So, for those of you who don't know, we got early access, which we also gave early access to our community to get in and beta test this game.
We gave away at
Before,
least what 200, 300 Ruby passes.
oh yeah, it might have even been more than that, but
I don't know.
we
It
got a
was a
lot of
lot.
people. We got a lot of people into this game, guys, and the cool thing about it is while it's not officially released yet, you can play right now for free. And we host events every week where we all get in, and essentially what you're doing is you're exploring time. You're going through different eras of time. You're battling and you're earning tokens playing this
Yeah,
game.
it's a
So
group. It's a group dungeon crawl basically, where you can earn in-game loot. You can earn cryptocurrency tokens in the game, multiple ways. A really, really deep economy, crafting, buying, selling, renting, trading, guilds. But yeah, we play this 3 times a week on in our Discord. It's you do need a group to really maximize your earning potential here. But yeah, come if you're looking for some people to come play with, check out our Discord. We have 3 events a week where we play big time.
they're about to launch on Epic Games. There is a lot coming to this entire ecosystem. So Big Time's one that we not only actively play, but we have made quite a bit of money
It's my
playing, and we've
best
made
earning game
awesome.
to date by far.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is one that we've made probably the most over the past 3 years
Well,
with.
yeah, Reptar, let's talk about I don't know one of the big OG NFT players and use some of their money to start creating their own metaverse in the background
Yeah,
here.
let's get it. No, guys, this is one that I am the most excited about. This is coming to you from the Bored Ape Yacht Club, guys. This is the biggest NFT project in the industry, and they are creating their own game slash metaverse, which I have already had the pleasure of participating in. It was so much
Really fun
fun.
to run around in.
Yeah, they are early in development, but they have a lot cooking right now, guys. Essentially, what it is you own a piece of land which the land is then able to be developed on. You can do anything with these lands, guys. You could build whatever you want to build on them in the digital world. They're all part of the same ecosystem, which is called the other side. And each land has its own rare resources that are going to be on these lands. There's a limited number of them, and those are kind of the earning mechanism behind it. You're going to be able to extract these resources from your land and sell them to other players.
Ooh, a shameless plug. Right now, the Alpha Origins community for the month of July is competing in a social media blitz. And the person who does the most on the Alpha Origins various social medias is going to be given an other deed. Shameless
Yes.
plug.
Wow, way to bury the lead. We are giving away an other side deed, guys, at our next event at the end of the month. So this is probably one of the most promising ecosystems in all of Web3 gaming. They have Yuga Labs has tons of capital to develop. They have an incredible team. Each one of those dots you see is another land plot in the other side. I could go on forever, guys, because it's such a massive ecosystem, but this is one that we have our fingers firmly on the pulse of because we are going to be building as soon as we can in this ecosystem.
So before we end up making this a whole video about Yuga Labs on the other side, let's talk about some of their IP that got co-opted by some sub-developers, and let's move over to Faraway Games, in particular Serum City.
Yeah. So what just give us a quick rundown of exactly what Faraway is and how they're related to Yuga first, or what their relationship is with Yuga.
So Faraway is a game development group, and they have some folks who got some of the Yuga Labs IP, got permission to use some of the mutant apes, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and Mutant Hounds, and they're using some of that IP for some world building. This is, you can see my Serum City piece of land. This is another land play, but you can build and create NFTs. But they have another multi-game system that ties in multiple games across the Faraway ecosystem, Serum City, Heavy Metal. We'll delve into that. Really, we'll do a deep dive on another video about all of that ecosystem.
The big
But
ecosystem. There's a
yeah,
lot
it's
to talk about.
huge. But this is another fully developed, interconnected series of games that we are a part of. We've given away, oh gosh, 50 or 60 of these land plots at least. And we are
Think of what's that one game? Not Farmville, but it's like your average city builder game. And
Sim
the
City, for
difference is you
example.
can make money playing it.
Yeah.
You know, it's
But this is another fully developed, interconnected series of games that we are a part of. We've given away, oh gosh, 50 or 60 of these land plots at least. And
no, this is again, we're gonna have to do a separate video on all these projects because there's a lot to discuss. But as we said, guys, we are deeply involved in a lot of these ecosystems. Many of them have been incredibly profitable for our community, and we have just been able to build incredible connections in the industry by participating in these ecosystems, and it's just been an absolute blast.
so, Reptar, let's close it out. And I guess I should say, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, but really the bottom line is come be a part of our community. The whole reason for making this video is we just surpassed $200,000 of gifts and giveaways and prizes. And all but maybe $2,000 have not gone to holders. They've gone to the entire community over the last 3 years. So just get in the community. You can earn a few bucks here and there just by showing up. But if you really want the real value of Alpha Origins, it's being involved, it's learning, it's growing your knowledge, and using that to make a few extra bucks so maybe you don't have to work as hard next week.
Man, and just come hang out with a bunch of degenerates. It's a fun time in here, and guys, remember, it is free to join. So thank you for staying with us till the end. We appreciate everything. Go like us on socials. We'll have everything pinned in the description below. And we appreciate all of our community members that have made this possible.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Jump in, ask questions. We have a lot of events that go on every week. So jump in, join us, have some fun.